Hello, this is my presentation on the communication and ADLS task analysis of washing dishes. The steps for washing dishes. Step 1. Using a paper towel, scrape dishes to remove leftover food. Step 2. Place items into the sink from biggest to smallest. Step 3. Add a few drops of concentrated dish soap directly onto the sponge. Squeeze it a few times to disperse the soap throughout the sponge and to create suds. Step 4. Scrub the dishes with soap. Step 5. Rinse suds and residue with clean hot water. Step 6. Dry by placing dishes on drying rack. Step 1 requires executive function as this client must initiate the task of washing dishes as well as planning and making sure the client has all the supplies needed to wash dishes such as a sponge, dish soap, paper towel, etc. Step 2 requires visual spatial skills as they are needed to organize dishes from biggest to smallest. Step 3 requires declarative memory as the client will need semantic knowledge that a sponge is used for cleaning and good at absorbing water. The client will need episodic knowledge to recall past experiences of washing dishes. Steps 4 through 6 require sustained attention or the ability to maintain attention during continuous and repetitive activities. Steps 4 through 6 requires non-declarative memory as the client will need the motor skills or procedural memory to recall how to wash dishes. So for the first step, the cognitive skill is executive function initiation, and the compensatory aid that I chose was an alarm clock with the verbal identification, it's time to wash dishes. The alarm could be an efficient way to integrate new learning in a fixed routine by providing effective cues to patients who can no longer remember them. Beer et al., 2008. Step 2, the cognitive skills was visual spatial skills, and the compensatory aid that I chose was a visual aid and a written cues. And these pictures and visual cues not only help the patient find what they are looking for, but also help them participate in meaningful activities more independently, such as washing dishes. What is most important is to have a good understanding of what their level of cognition is. This gives information needed to determine what type of visual cue is best, for example, picture or words, or picture and words together, etc. External visual supports, such as graphic or written memory aids in the form of sentences, words, phrases, and pictures, have been documented to compensate for the gradual loss of linguistic and cognitive skills in dementia. Findings indicated that visual aids improve the decision-making capacity of individuals with dementia. Chang and Bourgeois, 2020. Clinical observations have indicated that pictures enhance memory in patients with Alzheimer's and mild cognitive impairment. Ali et al., 2010. So for this third step, the cognitive skill is declarative memory, and the compensatory aid I chose was the memory book. And memory aids such as memory books, memory wallets, planners, memo boards, and reminder cards help to reduce the confusion, anxiety, and frustration often experienced by people with dementia. Using words and pictures, the aids serve as conversation prompts, answers to common questions, and reminders for daily living. Bourgeois, 2007. For this fourth step, the cognitive skills are sustained attention and non-declarative memory. The compensatory aid is to talk aloud or self-talk. Communicating with oneself by talking aloud can keep their attention focused and memory alert. Nygaard, 2004. Step 5. The cognitive skills are sustained attention and non-declarative memory. The compensatory aid I chose was the memory book. Using external memory aids have also helped older adults with dementia find their rooms, Results show that a combination of a portrait type photograph of the participant as a young adult and a sign stating the resident's name increased room finding by over 50% with all three participants. For step 6, I chose the cognitive skills are sustained attention and non declarative memory. I chose the compensatory aid um, of the memory book. Memory books not only help enhance conversation with people with dementia, but also increase engagement and social interaction, communicate needs and preferences to caregivers, reduce problem behaviors, and improve overall quality of life. Bourgeois, 2007. These are my works cited, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.